Welcome to Whispers in the Dark. Tonight, we're traveling deep into the Colorado mountains, where a camping trip turned into a night of pure terror. If you love chilling encounters and stories that keep you awake at night, subscribe now and join me in the dark. My name is Daniel. In June of 2016, I was 20 years old, living in Boulder, Colorado. That summer, I suggested to my girlfriend Sarah, my roommate Jake, and Sarah's friend Maya that we go camping near Grand Lake. It was supposed to be just another fun overnight escape into the mountains. We set up camp at Green Ridge Campground, cooked some food, and waited until the sky went dark. By around 10 p.m., the four of us wandered down a dirt road that led to the point where Shadow Mountain Lake feeds into the headwaters of the Colorado River. There was an incline, and below it, the river stretched out, glowing under the moonlight. We didn't bring flashlights. All we had was the silver reflection of the moon on the water. It was eerily quiet, and then we saw it. Across the river stood what looked like a very tall person, maybe 6.5, even close to 7 feet tall. But instead of a face or even a body, all we could see was a light, a perfectly clean, white beam, as if it was coming from a headlamp, except there was no shape, no outline, just the light itself. Jake, who had been drinking, called out, "Hey buddy, how's it going?" But the light didn't move, it just stayed there, as if it was staring right at us. After what felt like minutes of silence, the light began to move, but not the way a headlamp would bounce when someone is walking over rocks or uneven ground. This light moved smoothly, too smoothly, almost like it was floating across the trees, and then it vanished. We all stared at the spot where it had been, whispering nervously, debating whether to head back. But before we could decide, the light reappeared, this time on our side of the river. My stomach dropped. There was no bridge, no crossing, nothing that could have explained how it got across. I knew. I had looked carefully at the river. There was no way. We backed up slowly, climbing back up the incline to the dirt road, and when we turned around to look again, the light was still there. Closer, still staring. Jake, now panicking, shouted at it, swearing, trying to act tough. And then, it charged. The way it moved was wrong. Too smooth, too fast, like it wasn't bound by the ground at all. The light glided toward us with inhuman speed, silent except for the pounding of our hearts. We didn't wait. We ran. I was the fastest, so I ended up far ahead, but when I looked back, all I saw were the others running after me. No figure, no light, just darkness. Back at camp, Sarah and Maya locked themselves in the car, sobbing. Jake was pale, trembling, clutching a hatchet, rambling about alien technology and demanding we go back. It took everything I had to calm him down. We stayed up for about an hour, silent, before finally collapsing into uneasy sleep. The next morning we drove back to Boulder. None of us could explain what had happened, but over the years, the memory never left me. Sarah had recurring nightmares about that night. Jake's mind seemed to unravel in the months that followed. And me, every time I think back to the way that light moved. Too smooth, too fast, too impossible. I feel that same cold shiver. I can't say what it was, but I know it wasn't human. You've been listening to Whispers in the Dark. If tonight's story chilled you, leave a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more encounters that will keep you awake at night. Until next time, beware of the things that watch from the shadows.